Would you believe this one though seeming independent, but you never know. You never know who's behind it or whatever. I almost been beheaded. Let me give you the details. I was in this grocery store. I got a discounted meal, and I found myself in the line. Now I stood a little back from a white lady. I didn't try to engage her in no conversation or anything. And so I went to the customer service person. I said, "Look, this is discounted. How do I deal with it when I'm doing the self checkout?" She said, "Well, when you get there, give me a call." So I went back in the line. This lady's turned back and tell me, "You jump in the line. Why don't you go to the back of the line?" I said, "Why you don't mind your own business?" So she called me a scumbag. I said, "Well, why you call me a scumbag? I didn't do you anything. I didn't bother you. Like, what's wrong with you?" She said, "Yeah, you're a scumbag. You jump in the line." I said, "But I didn't jump the line." Now I waited until somebody had come behind me. A family came, a Hispanic family. So I turned back and said, "Ask them if I wasn't here." They said yes. She said, "Yeah, they're gonna say yes." Now I told her, I said, "You know why you behaving this way? You may see you have your gun in the car. You looking to get something going so you could come and shoot me, But I want to believe that she had it on her, because while I talking, my hand touched her. She said, "Don't touch me, don't touch me." She's backing up. Now, suppose now I were the ignorant type, and while she not expecting one punch straight to the middle of her head, she fall on the ground. All the whites in there might have had the gun to come and shoot me, or they call the cops, and the next thing, well, of course, she has a right to say what she wants. I mean, it's slanderous, and I'm not sure if it's actionable or what, but I mean, people fight for stuff like that. I won't. You could tell me anything. Tell me about my mother. Tell me I'm salty. Tell me I'm a loser. Tell me whatever. I just don't care, man. I could tell them back equal stuff, and I know and get the goat, because I specialize in that. I mean, suppose I told her, yeah, you're a lesbian. That dildo you have in your bag there, you don't get nobody to do it with tonight. Bam. I could tell her stuff. I could tell her anything. But I don't want to escalate nothing. But what I'm saying is that it seems as though folks are thinking what happened in France with the soldier being stabbed, the soldier having his head cut off, and like white folks are they're walking with the guns now, they're armed, and they're studying that anytime anybody just come offline, I'm going to kill them, and we can allege they're trying to do a French or a British on me. And I'm not sure. I mean, I know it's white people time, they're in power now. Black people had the time, everybody had the time, and it's their time now, and so on. And they don't want to share it with nobody. To their own losing. But white folks have done black folks stuff. I mean, I'm not justifying nothing. I'm just saying, in my case, white folks lynch black folks, shoot them, drag them with cars. And there was no outrage at black folks not walking gun and saying, "You know what, as soon as I see a white person, I shoot him because I feel coming to lynch me or nothing." We just hope that the law will work and that, we get some protection, because, I mean, when white folks do you something, you go into the white court and you go into the white police, it's like, you're just wasting time, you know what I mean? I recall when I was in Florida, I had this little white girlfriend. Well, I think she was sent by the FBI or something, because once she said something like, she wanted to come with a gun, but I said no. Alright? And the thing she was doing me, I met her clock work at a certain place at a certain time. So I said, "Are you FBI or what?" She said, no. And she'd come out to help me do my lawn care business. She hit the tree stump with my lawnmower. Okay, she moved to the next level, adjacent that she hit the post again. She coming back on the third row away from the thing, and then I see her turning to push and hit the thing again. I say, "You know what? Stop, man. Don't worry, use my lawnmower again." She started to cry, "Oh, I want to help you work and all that." So I lent her long story, she got me charged with domestic violence, and so I moved out, and she borrowed my computer. When she didn't want to give it back to me, so I called the cops. She said, "It's mine." The cops gave it to me. She said, "Come back again." She said, "Let me a computer." It's okay, computer and printer. I just want to print something. I'll give you back. She said, "You're not getting back." Call the same cops to come back and say, "Well," she says, "hers." In other words, they will tell them what to say. The same lady, she went in my pocket, took out a $500 check I had, cashed it. I called the police. The police is going to say, she will say that it's her money. And it's obvious that white people got more money than black, so it got to be her money. You see what I'm saying? And she lent me some money and she's taking back some money. So they'll tell them how to say it, and they're going to write that in the paperwork. And when the police put in paperwork on you and the witness, corroborating it, you lost. I mean, judge and everybody and believe them. Like, you're done. So you better don't have nothing going on. White folks, you see what I'm saying? But this lady, I mean, it was unnecessary. It wasn't called for. And, she just seemed to have people in a bad light. And I don't think that is right because she don't know people. I mean, she don't know me. And I'm sure I'm no scumbag. I mean, I don't mind what I'm doing, don't mind how I look. I am me. I think that I have a role in life and I'm trying to accomplish what I ought to do. And I ain't no scumbag.